Hello, brothers and sisters of light and dark. Welcome to my page. My page is about common sense. I try to keep it down on the nitty gritty under 10 minutes. If it goes over 10 minutes, it's something very, very important and not important to liberals, libertarians, people who believe in God, people like to smoke, people like to drink, people like ayahuasca, people like DMT. Listeners' discretion is advised. About 80 to 90% of you should not be watching my goddamn videos because they're fucking cringy and you think I'm delusional, but I'm not. But it's okay. Okay. Alright. So if you got any comments, questions, insults, or roast fest, you can put it down below. Please read my description box down below. Try to find me on OnlyFans because I'm a sexy motherfucker. Alright. And of course, I want to talk about something here. If you don't know me, ask a question. That's the first step to becoming wise. Asking questions. Open it up your raison d'etre and say, something's not right. And then ask a question. Being introspective is very fucking important. I don't have a lot of flashy shit when you listen to my screen. There's a reason for that. I don't have no monetization because, there's a reason for that. And of course, if you read my description down below, there's a lot of overhead when it comes down to YouTube and Facebook because I gotta watch what I say and shit. And I'm like, fuck this shit. So I already made a video of how you can start your own fucking YouTube just by going on OnlyFans, do a pay page, and let it be 7 days free trial. Keep updating it because I'm on OnlyFans. That's right. And if you like my content, then of course you will join it. Patreon as well. Now the thing I don't like about Patreon, however, you have to link up to another platform just to post your videos. I'm trying to find a place where I can just have low overhead as possible and I can advertise myself strictly. Okay, I have a website. Yes, I do. It's called Emeraldpillarking.com. Alright, so you check it out down below. Everything you need to know is down below. Now, as I said before, I'm old school. When I'm talking simple terms. I'm not trying to be a beta millennial, trying to break things down in all these segments. But as I said before, I did the research on the gamma, the sigma, the omega, okay? And of course, I believe strongly, and I know, okay, I'm telling you right now, it's not that difficult. It's not that difficult. Every time I read about a sigma and omega, the rarest, no, it's not. The rarest is alphas, okay, all right? They switch words up. These millennials take their little ideas and they switch it for themselves. Alphas are rare, okay? Betas are popular. And then beta alphas are not as popular. Beta alphas are about 25%. And if you need the proof and evidence for this, I will give it to you if you need to. Most of you guys are not anecdotal. You are not old school. And as I said before, stop listening to people born after 1979. They're millennials, okay? So I was taught this by Mr. Gingerbread, okay? I already roasted the shit out of him. You can roast me if you want. That's why I said if you got any comments, questions, insults, or roast fest, you put it down below, right? So this video is about, are alphas selfish? All right. Now, if you do the research on what an omega is, a gamma is, and a sigma, they all have some sort of emotional instability somewhere. All right. The rarest on Earth are true alphas. Okay. And then you got those 25% beta alphas who want to prince themselves up, okay, or try to impress someone. Okay. And then you got the betas who don't have any kind of confidence within themselves. So they can fit in a whole category of individuals. But remember, they have one thing in common. The word beta is in the name. Beta is emotions. Beta is the early stages. When I talk to men in my inbox, I make them very, very, very clear to keep it simple. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. Keep it clear. If you have that emotion, you are not an alpha. Just eliminate yourself from the word alpha. Now, if you want to think you're close to alpha, say you're a beta alpha, and that's it. Because what happens is that most of you guys, and most of you women too, are beta women, okay? Most of you women are beta alpha females. Now, beta alpha females are like divas and shit, they know what the fuck they want, yada, 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 okay, 3 different types of men, 3 different types of women. You don't have to say 5 personality types and all that. No. If you got a certain portion of this emotion, you are a beta, okay? If you got 50% of these flaws in your personality, you are a beta, okay? Even if you have 20%, if some of the 20% are key elements to where you are emotional, you are a beta, okay? Like I tell guys all the time, that is a weakness. Your weakness is use vaginas. And I said, okay, you're still, that's a big thing. To be a simp is a big motherfucking thing. Because you lack the education. Now, for example, you may lack the knowledge in the law, okay, but you can still learn it though. You may be beta in that stage. But the more things you're beta in, the more likely, okay, you are going to likely to be a beta yourself, okay, all right? It's not hard. Alphas are not selfish. The only time they're selfish is when the person that they're talking to did not understand what they said from the front. Alphas are up front. They do not play little lolly-daddy games with people. They just don't. Now, a lot of people may consider them narcissists or second psychopaths, but they're not, okay? Especially if they've been up front. Now, if they're not up front, they're a beta, okay? Because they're trying to be clever, trying to get something. You know, I read the 48 Laws of Power, motherfucker, and I'm going to tell you right now, I want to make my own 48 laws, another 48 laws, and I'm going to make sure I clarify this shit. I'm like, who the fuck does that type of shit? I'm like, but there are different types of people who do conniving type shit. They'll walk all over you just to be on top. Now, that is not an alpha, okay? All right? So I got to make my own book before I die, okay? You know, I got 2 books I got to make, and then probably be #1 bestsellers. Because I told you, I read that shit verbatim and shit. 48 Laws of Power, the Bible itself, the Quran. I don't have time to be reading all this emotion, herky-jerky type shit. But understand this. When you meet a person who's selfish, they're not going to give you none. They're not going to explain anything to you. That's a beta emotion. All right? They're secretive in any kind of way. They don't want to fit in any kind of way. Like, fit in, like, for the purpose of popularity. Okay, they want to fit. If they want to fit in because of popularity, that's a beta-like struct. If they don't want to, if they want to be introvert, that's more likely to be an alpha because of the fact that you're paranoid of what can happen to you. Okay. Now I know you we may have a subjective, okay, but I believe it's better to be more paranoid than to be more afraid, because cowards live longer than those who are bold, right? So that's common sense, correct? Cowards live longer than those who are the prideful, okay? Now I know I like this life by 40%, but I don't have no time for the riffraff and shit. So I got things set up in an orderly type way, so I won't have to worry about that downfall. But a lot of people out there, when they think of an alpha, they look at imagery. They're looking at imagery. They're not looking at how much common sense that person's talked about. They're not looking at how upfront they are. Now, if you want to say certain things are subjective, that's fine. We could talk about it till we blue in the motherfucking face. But please understand this. An alpha is usually not selfish because they're upfront. Okay? Everything's laid out for you. Like I told my wife when I brought her from Ethiopia. I told her that everything is going to be laid out. I'm going to get your sister a little later. I'm going to divorce you and shit. I'm going to try to see how this works. Because I don't want to be saying this fraud when it's real. Okay, right? I don't want to be duping the system. I don't want to manipulating the system in a negative way. Okay? I want to make sure I'm happy. Because everything focuses on me. I'm the light. I'm the spotlight. I don't care about nobody's validation or anything. Don't give a fuck about your validation. Don't give a fuck about that attention. I got shit on my plate. I got to do shit. Okay? Now, that's alpha. Now, if I told you that you're going to die by doing this, and that, you just don't do those things so you won't die. This, and that, okay? And so you guys got to understand that alphas are always up front. They do not play tick-for-tat games and revenge and the shit. Once the person breaks a rule, it's done. It's over. All right? There's no coming back from that shit. Now, you can consider yourself a Sigma, but you are not superior than an Alpha. You are still in that Beta Alpha mode. Now, Beta Alphas could be many types of motherfuckers, but most of the time, they're trying to impress someone. And when you're trying to impress someone, you're no longer an Alpha. I have no need to impress anyone. All right, so since I understand, I told you that Alphas are not selfish because they put things on the plate and they always have the leverage, okay? You other guys can make videos all you want about anything else. I talk to a lot of beta and some beta alphas in my inbox. I got no time to be explaining it over and over. Yes, I do. I'll repeat it if I needed to. Until the day I die, I'll repeat it. Okay, it's just getting repetitive. Okay, somebody said, "What is the devil? Are alphas selfish?" No, they're not. Okay, they're upfront, and you don't have to worry about hidden costs or fees. You get what you're told. If you screw them, they can become psycho on your ass. What do you call it? What did it say? Listeners' discretion is advised, okay? Personality and discretion is advised. Don't fuck with a psycho alpha. If a person says he gonna kill you, he gonna kill you. So, alright, I tell people all the time, you gonna disappear. I got like 13 bodies, I don't know where they went. I got 15 niggas, I don't know where they went. But these guys said they will always be my friend. I don't know where they went. Okay, I do know a bit of magic. Yes. But it's like more innately. I have a natural ability, talent, okay, which I have no control over. It's reflective. I believe that people don't have my best intention. This bad thing started happening to them. But if you hang around me for some reason, you get good luck if you have good intentions at that moment. But later on, you'll end up disappearing. I just don't really have too many people to hang around. I'm not really friends with nobody, close friends to hang around. Because people like to stab people in the back. And what do alpha say? Trust no one. Know thyself. That is the best solution. It's not like you're insecure. It's just things happen. And you don't want to keep going over and over and over and over and over, rehearsing yourself to people who want to try to be opportunists. You got to take out the opportunists, okay? And that's why I make videos and podcasts. I got a podcast too, motherfucker. Yes, I do, man. Ain't nobody like me. Ain't nobody no schizo like me on the fucking internet. If I wanted to rap out Eminem and Tom McFurley, okay, what's his name? Tom McDonald, okay, you know, I can do that shit if I study and shit. I'm not interested in that right now. I got shit on my plate. I gotta fix my finances for my future incomes, okay, you know. But other than that, I love you all, but I hate the many of you. Okay, I love the animals born in humans. Please, people, ask questions of you know, proper questions. All right? And then we'll get some understanding. All right? I'm not a lonely person. When I'm alone, I'm really not alone, okay? You know? Trust me, I feel happy alone, okay? I've been encapsulated most of my life, okay? All right? Most of you haven't. All right? So don't compare apples to oranges. Everybody's different, okay? All right, so since you learned something here, I do have an OnlyFans. I check out my credentials down below and find it. If you don't like to read, get out of here. Peace. Because I'm not Yo Arse, man. I'm not your Peter Pan. Call me mentally ill, motherfucker, in my face. Peace.